Hey guys, it's me again. What do I have here? Is this an actual Bible? Am I getting serious? Okay guys, for real though, this morning I was looking through Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and rapture is trending, and I saw a bunch of people posting nobody knows the day or the hour, and most of these guys, it doesn't look like they're actually Christians. They're just there to mock Christians and trying to quote the Bible to us. But sadly, it's not just the unbelievers that like to quote the nobody knows the day or the hour verse. And as I've been saying forever, that that verse has nothing to do with the rapture. But I never really explained it, so I'm going to take the time to explain it a little bit here. So just hopefully I'll make sense. I'm not the most orderly guy. I'm not a teacher or anything like that. So let me first read that verse to you, okay? Matthew 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Okay, that was Jesus saying that. And I always tell people, if you want to know what that is talking about, just read the previous verse. Now, here's the tricky thing that Satan and his agents did. They put a lot of Bibles have a header between verse 36 and verse 35 as though they're two different subjects. So get rid of that in between verse 35 and 36, okay? Verse 35 says this: Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. But of that day and hour no one knows. What day? The day that heaven and earth will pass away. Okay? So that verse is not talking about the rapture, but it's talking about the day that heaven and earth will pass away. It's as simple as that. It's not a mystery, guys. And I'll keep on going here a little bit and explain to you more why nobody knows that day or hour. But first off, as I've been saying all along, you can bet that today and for the past 2,000 years, or even before that, Jesus has known that day and hour. Later on in Matthew, Jesus would say that all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to him. So you can bet that he knows. And also, he knew from the beginning of the foundations of the world. You have to remember that Jesus had to give up his deity, part of his, God powers, in order for him to be capable of dying on that cross. And part of the God powers that he had to temporarily give up was knowing the future, or knowing everything about the future. He would still have glimpses of omniscience. Don't get me wrong, he was still fully God, but there are things that he had to give up when he became man. And one of those things is knowing the day and the hour of the heavens and earth passing away. Okay? So, now that I've explained that to you, let me flip over to Revelation. I'm getting really serious. I'm like flipping through the pages of the Bible. See, the thing is, when it comes to prophecy, a lot of it, if you have the key to something, you can nail down the day and the hour of whatever it is that the passage is trying to prophesy. You can do that with Jesus' first coming. By looking at the Old Testament passages, people were able to calculate that it matches, the exact date of Jesus' birth, if you're able to trace down and try to decipher the wordings used in previous prophecies. I cannot explain that to you because I'm stupid. But another thing, for example, something much more simple. We know that the Great Tribulation is 7 years. So we know, or whoever's left here, when they get the people who get left behind here, when they figure out the exact start day of the Great Tribulation, then they can count down 7 years and basically know the exact day that Jesus will return to the earth with his saints. That's us, those of us who believe in him today and got raptured. It'll be exactly 7 years that we will be returning. So you can count that down. If you have the key, then you'll be able to figure out the day and the hour of Jesus' second coming, right? But here's the thing, though, of heaven and earth passing away, it's not quite that simple. And it's because of this passage that the Bible doesn't define. We know that in Revelation chapter 20, that Satan will be bound for 1,000 years. But here's the thing, guys. But after these things, he must be released for a little while. And that's what the Bible says. All the Bible says about Satan's temporary release after 1,000 years is a little while. Now, because of that little phrase, a little while, there's no way for us to figure out the exact day and hour of when the heavens and the earth will pass away, because it's undefined. A little while. About the heaven and earth passing away, you just got to go over to chapter 21 of Revelation. Now I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away. Had passed away. So that's all tied to what Jesus was talking about in Matthew chapter 24, verse 35 to 36. He's talking about the heaven and earth passing away. And we know that will happen sometime after the 1,000-year reign of Christ. Sometime after Satan is destroyed forever. And we know he will be released for a little while. And that phrase, little while, is basically what makes knowing the day and the hour of heaven and earth passing away impossible to figure out. I mean, a little while could mean anything. It could be a year, could be several months, who knows? It could be a couple of years. But that's exactly why no one will know that day and hour of heaven and earth passing away. And again, it has nothing to do with the rapture. Do not believe the lies of Satan. Do not believe the lies of his children, especially those who are parading as believers but truly hate his appearing. We can know the day and the hour. I've been saying that, and as I've been saying all week, guys, we need to go directly to the source. Ask the Lord for direct revelation. We are in that season of unsealing. It is ripe. Revelation is out there for us to be had. We just need to ask the Lord for it. And we just need to admit that we're incapable of figuring these things out ourselves. We need to stop looking to the Watchmen guys who come up with all these wonderful theories that are great for having conversations about. But that's it. They really don't know anything. And the sooner they start admitting that they don't know anything, then the sooner one of them might actually get real revelation from the Lord. They are not our source. Jesus is our source, guys. So go straight to the Lord. Let's ask for that revelation. We are the generation. Let's boldly ask the Lord for the day and the hour. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time, and hopefully there won't be a next time.